Go put your shoes on.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Leo! Hey, walk it!
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And right away, he lost the football.
I'm going to stick your ass. And I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Does he get burned for that film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newman looking to throw it. This pass caught. It's Woods. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Everybody in that goddamn
good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away.
I'm going to stick your ass. And I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You're sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of time right here.
Really a completely different football team.
You're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
We can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this
I'm
out
gonna
to
stick
the
your
25.
ass. And I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad-luck motherfucker standing here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They shakes him off. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Etienne up the middle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On On second down, ETN once more. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That was 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Newman. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Newman to throw on 3rd down.
Look at this
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. His first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Jaguars take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
You don't like
the lead
it,
is up to
tough
15
shit.
now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. Now Lawrence to throw, and able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go play action with Lawrence. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face?
Combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face? I want to do it. I want to hit that quarterback in the face. No flag.
Patterson's kick is good. They're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Going up top, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Newman. Able to find his man, Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's got Pierce. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, Newman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ready.
They go play action with Newman.
Look at this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 3rd and 10. Bruh. So, okay. So what you got to do? Just run a straight play on 3rd and 10. You can't do no play action. Hey, bro, come on, bro. What type of rule is that, man?
So now, following the big play, they've got a first
Okay.
and goal all the way down
You
at
have
the
it after
10.
this. You have it after this game, bro.
Off the play fake, here's Newman.
Play action on the damn third and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Bro,
Just talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Play action. Now Newman. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Third and long. Newman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from that ditch so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
You need to put it in no high point half deep because that's the damn split. Come on, bro. You can't get out and then do that, though. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That you did throw it high. Yeah, exactly. You know it's a glitch, but you can't play this shit on third down, bro. Come on.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action. Newman. Blitz coming and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate, Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
From the gun, it's Newman.
Look at this shit.
That will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
You're sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of time right here.
And the Colts are able to strike
you're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne, and he is going to be
I'm gonna stick your ass, and I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad-luck motherfucker standing here.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lawrence will throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down.
I'm gonna stick your ass. And I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now another turnover. This one's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Newman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Newman. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is,
and the
the best
Colts
there was,
get
and the
another
best there ever will
3rd-quarter
be.
touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be brought
I'm
down
gonna stick
right
your
on the
ass.
chalk
And I'm
of
gonna
the
stick
20.
him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Ready?
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Yo, rinse too,
Picked
motherfucker.
off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's Newman. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately
I'm gonna
wind
stick
up
your
out of
ass.
bounds.
And I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Hey, orbit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, two.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to.
And his pass is intercepted.
Yo,
from the
rinse too,
14
motherfucker.
today. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best
Well,
there
it's
is.
been a fantastic
the best
game
there
for
was,
this
and
defense.
the best there ever will
It's been
be.
rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions.
If you don't
Another
like
there,
it,
this
tough
one
shit.
taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Can I hit that quarterback in
The
the face?
corner blitz gets
Cause
there
I'll do
as
it.
he goes down
Can
for
I hit
a
that
loss of
quarterback in the
7.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about, not just a sack, but
under pressure, and they got to him again. So
can I hit that quarterback in the face?
Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face? I want to do it. I want to hit that quarterback in the face. No flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it back.
You're sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of time right here.
Already ugly, and now it's just
you're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit.
Are you not entertained?
This game in the bag with
Are you not entertained?
It's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight.
Is this not why you were here?
But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face?
Self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers.
Can I hit that quarterback
you
in the
have to
face?
think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard.
You're rich too, motherfucker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books. Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Newman. Flushed out right. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now And
I'm gonna stick your ass, and I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Lawrence to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot and pick it off a pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, and there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another
Everybody in that
touchdown.
dressing room
This thing is
knows that I'm the best there is,
Blankenship out for
best
the
there
point
was,
after.
and the best there ever will be.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead.
You're sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time.
Now, he'll kick
It's a
it
waste
away
of time right
following
here.
the touchdown.
Ah, you're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You have a very particular set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had
Are you not entertained?
offense. They've been able to
Are
put a
you
decent
not
amount of points on
entertained?
this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep
Is that why you were
the
here?
other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On play action, Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the
Can I hit
fifth
that
time
quarterback in
this
the face?
game. Multiple
Because I do
defenders
it.
there to get him.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face?
Quarterbacks in
I
the
want to do
league,
it.
but
I want to hit that
definitely
quarterback in
not
the face.
today.
No flag.
His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face?
DeForest Buckner
Because I do
able
it.
to get in there for
Can I
his
hit that
second
quarterback in the
sack of
face?
the afternoon.
I want to do it. I want to hit that
Guys with
quarterback
his
in the
talent
face.
in
No
the pocket
flag.
aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.